Alright, so I just want to quickly go over some of these points on this Sincerely Kailyn video about her past relationship with me. Let's get off to this right now.
As months went on, we started drinking and smoking weed and partying a lot more. I was never introduced to drinking or smoking.
Okay, my first point being made right now. No one forced you to smoke weed. No one forced you to drink. No one forced you to do any of the drugs that you did with me. I sure as hell didn't. I never asked you to do any of that. I never, I never asked her to do, any of that stuff. Yeah, you may be slightly influential when you're, in your teens, but either way, that's no reason for you to blame that upon me. Don't put it on me that, I forced you to, do drugs or drink, because that's bullshit. That's utter bullshit. I didn't ask you. My dad didn't ask you. Your mom didn't ask you. Your mom, you came to me asking me to smoke weed with you first. That's all I'm saying. Let's get on with this. My next point being made here. Let's see.
People who I didn't really know, and not all of his friends liked me because I wasn't big into partying like they were.
Okay. Next point being made. Yeah, not a lot of my friends liked you. Let's think about these reasons why. First impressions. First things first here. People take very highly of first impressions, and when you're really socially awkward with people and you don't know how to talk to people and you act like you've never been socialized with anyone before and you just act real weird, and people are gonna be like, yeah, she's a fucking weirdo, dude. I don't know. I don't know if it's because she didn't go to public school, whatever fucking reason. I'm sorry that they didn't like you. Oh my god. Anyhow, next point being made here. Sorry, this is just gonna take 1 second. Okay.
He got really into drugs, hardcore drugs. He had a drug problem, and I didn't leave him then. I stuck by him then. And I also did stupid stuff on the internet, like flirting with guys and webcamming stuff, which was stupid of me, but he was still with me then. But we also...
Okay, so, yeah, I was into hardcore drugs. I did. I was for a while. And yes, I got help for that. Not even through Narcotics Anonymous. I went to a treatment center, for God's sakes. So, no matter what she wants to say, I got help for that. The fact still remains that the thing she had a problem with, which was cheating and going around the internet with people, she never got any help for that. She never talked to anyone about that. And I still find it relevant to think that she's doing that to her current boyfriend. So, it was a regular thing for her to do that to me. Regular fucking thing. And yeah, of course I'm not gonna trust her after that. After years and years of that shit happening. That is fucking ridiculous. What do you want me to think?
Leave him then either. And my ex-boyfriend would take my cell phone and run into the bathroom and lock the door, which I thought was so
Childish?
wrong and
Wrong?
really childish.
Okay, next point being made here. I would take her phone and I would go into the bathroom with it. I would lock the door. And the reasoning behind that, which you may already have thought of at this point, she's trying to make a valid excuse of why it was wrong. Well, here's why it's wrong. Because she was texting people behind my back and being like, I want to have sex with you. I want to do such and such with you. Even my best friend, she went behind my back and talked to him and told him that she would fuck him in my house at one of my parties. So I don't want to hear it. She used to talk to this guy on the phone that was 38, and he would always ask her, what are you wearing? And it was so creepy. And I came to find out that he would put money in her PayPal account, and he would do that so that she would cam with him. It was fucking ridiculous. Racks my brain. Anyways. Next point being made here.
ex-boyfriend would call me up at like 5 in the morning, and he would be on drugs and talking about a bunch of weird stuff that I didn't understand, and it would scare me to death.
Okay, now this is actually pretty funny. It's not kosher, it's not cool, it was probably pretty wrong of me. But I was really messed up one night, I didn't know what I was doing, I didn't know what I was talking about. And I call her up, and I start saying the most random things. I was like, I'm watching Ultimate Fighting Championship on the Discovery Channel, and like I'm gonna roll a bunch of joints and then go to the skating rink, and I'll give you a couple of the joints. And I just a bunch of craziness. It was pretty funny. Same time it was wrong, but still it was.
And he would do that more than once, and it like
Great.
really scared me inside. Like I was worried for him, and he would just. And I also think one of the reasons I would talk to other boys on the internet and do webcam stuff and flirt with them is because I felt lonely when I was with my ex-boyfriend, when he would call me a bitch.
You don't just call someone a bitch, a slut, a whore for no reason, not out of spite, but it's because of something that you did to the person. If you could just think about that, wrap your mind around that. It's not like I went calling her a bitch for no reason, a slut for no reason. It's because of the things that she did to me that would upset me. And, you know, like, whether that's a valid excuse or not, like, I don't care. Like, when guys are upset that they're being cheated on, most of them are just going to be like, you fucking slut, you fucking whore. And you know what? I could not hold back that urge to say that, because that's just how I felt. And can't put it any blunter than that, so.
Right by me. And he would party and smoke weed and drink and do whatever all day, probably with his friends. And I was like this girl that would come over at 6 o'clock and leave at 10, and just didn't feel like good about it. Like, I thought I deserved to see my.
You're 6 to 10, girl. Because I drank and partied all day. No, you know what? The fact of the matter is here that I didn't see her that much in the end. I guess it was after about 3 years of being cheated on. She says at the end of the video she was attached. That's what I was. I was attached. And you know, like, I had her over a couple times a week from 6 to 10 usually, like she said. And I was just tired of it. Like, I didn't care that much about her at that point. I was just attached. And that's all there is to it. Like, I felt obligated to have her over because she was my girlfriend. And, you know, that was it. So, yeah.
18, 19, and 20. I felt like our relationship was stuck. We were stuck in this teenage world where we would party, drink, and smoke weed and da. I felt like he was still a teenager when he was 22. Like, I felt way more mature than him because I wanted to move on with our relationship. I wanted us to get engaged or get married or something along those lines.
Let's combine these 2 points I was about to make into one big fucking point. First of all, either of us were ready to get married or engaged. And, you know, as far as it goes for me, I still don't think she should be married. They don't live together. They don't, what the fuck? Marriage is about more than that. Marriage is about, like, having a family and, like, responsibility, like, major responsibility. And, like, I think 2 people should have enough money and enough funds to have a place together, to live together, save up enough money, and eventually have kids. And, you know, like, Kailyn is not ready for that. Like, I am not ready for that, even at this point in time. Like, I don't bullshit myself. I don't lie to myself. Like, that is fucking ridiculous. If you think that you're ready for that, then good for you. But you ask me, either of us are or were, what the fuck ever. Like, no way, not happening, not yet. And the second thing was that she was saying we're stuck in our teens. Dude, people that are in their 20s like to go out and have a good time. They like to party. They want to go out and party, have a good time with their friends while still keeping responsibility in their life and being an active part of society. Okay? Like, that's just what people in their 20s want to do. They want to have fun. They want to experience life. And I'm sorry that you don't feel like that. So that doesn't make you stuck in your teens. That just makes you a middle-aged 20-year-old, like middle-aged 20-year-old, mid-20s. You know, like it's so retarded. Last point here. No, I guess that's it. That is all the valid points I wanted to make on this video here. So there you have it. In your face, bam. One more final thing here. Wait for it. Just wait. It's gonna happen. I think. I mean, it should. I'm a pimp, nigga. I'm a pimp. I'm a motherfucking pimp. Okay, I'm done. Y'all have a good night.